Steve, you've hit him. Why? You didn't need to do that. You didn't. Why have you done that to him? Steve! Hello and welcome one and all to yet another episode of Football This Week. This is of course the series where I literally bring you football during the course of a week. I know, a lot of imagination went into that, you don't have to tell me. Now we're well and truly into football's off season now. It's like the middle of July, but yet there's still so much going on, and all of it is pretty stupid. Quite a lot of it is quite controversial today as well. The controversometer scale is literally off the charts for this one. Now it all starts with the USA winning the Women's World Cup during the course of this week. They beat Netherlands 2-0 in the final, and in all honesty, they were worthy victors, absolutely dominant in that game. They won thanks to goals from Rapinoe from the penalty spot and also Rose Lavelle. In correspondence to that, England did the most England thing possible by losing the third place playoff to Sweden. That's a lie. Probably not the most English thing possible. If it was going to be that, they probably would have apologized for losing it as well. Anyway, back to the US of A. Alex Morgan kicked off the celebrations in the changing rooms, and it had 15-year-old football Twitter on strings. They've never seen the likes. Is that a female body? But I'm just used to telling them to go back to the kitchen. I've never actually seen one before. Siri, how do I get a girlfriend? That's probably a line I could actually use in real life as well, thinking about it. The US's first goal scorer, Rapinoe, said she wasn't going to be going to the White House. I could only imagine what Donald Trump's tweets were about that situation. And that wasn't the only controversy caused by Megan. While celebrating, her and one of her teammates decided to drop the US flag on the floor so they could lift their trophy in like a celebration, as you do when you win a trophy. But you can't be dropping US flags according to Americans. That's just a no-go zone. And that's where we start ranting season. This has caused the biggest storm on social media, and it's actually a joke. People coming out and saying she's a terrible role model just because she dropped the American flag on the floor, lying that she stamped on it as well. Who even cares? It's not the actual American flag, it's just a piece of fabric. You should be disturbed by this unpatriotic, narcissistic behavior. Rapinoe is neither a hero or a role model. I rewound and watched the entire celebration on the feed. Do you not have more to be worrying about? Like food, bills, children being in cages? People love to complain because it's her. It's as simple as that. Over in the Copa America, Brazil were crowned champions after a 3-1 victory over Peru. Just for the love of God, don't drop that flag, man. Goals from Gabriel Jesus, Everton and Richarlison were enough for Brazil to claim the crown. It wasn't always that comfortable. At 2-1 with 20 minutes to go, Gabby Jesus, having scored earlier on, got himself sent off for a second yellow card. It's fair to say the decision irked him slightly. He had a fit, kicked a water bottle, motioned to say that Peru bribed the referee. Gabby, mate, do you think Peru managed to plan that far in advance to bribe the referee? At no point would they have expected to be in the final, mate. You'd think his speciality was turning water into whining with the amount of moaning going on here. He even tried to pick a fight with the VAR screen when he walked off. Do you think they could have brought that back and reviewed punching VAR with VAR? Listen, Gabby, mate, just because you can make bear fish and bread out of... Actually, no, that was a different guy with... Massive shout out, though, to Peru for even making it to the final. They were massive underdogs, so getting that far is a massive statement in itself. Brazil, though, managed to do the job without Neymar. Speaking of which, PSG are annoyed at him because he missed the start of pre-season training and was seen instead on holiday playing volleyball. Listen, he's got to get some sort of tan, some sort of sun. He spent the whole season in Mbappe's shadow. To be honest, you can tell Neymar wants to leave anyway, just from this promo video of their new home shirt.
Senza limiti.
All limitless. All ilimitado.
Marking Messi with diarrhea, very complicated, says Marquinhos. I mean, I'm not surprised. When your bowels are providing as much movement as the man you're marking, it's probably gonna be a little bit of a sticky one. Maybe literally. Elsewhere, 2 professional footballers have ended up on this season's Love Island. This is not just an excuse to talk about a show I definitely don't watch because I'm a very manly man. If you don't know or you don't watch it, Love Island is a reality TV show where just loads of people go into this this villa and try and find love, and it's proper dramatic and that. But this year there's two footballers, ex-Watford Academy graduate Denon Lewis and AFC Pool's Marvin Brooks. At one point, they were both trying to fight over the same girl, when I guess you could argue it was about to really kick off at that point, because, you know, football. I see the internet's already well and truly got their hands on their Wikipedia pages. Denon Lewis is a forward and only has 4 goals in his career. No wonder he couldn't score on the show. Apparently, one of them didn't even inform their own manager where they were going during the course of this summer. I think it's fair to say they're missing pre-season training. So Real Madrid have had an unbelievable transfer window so far, signing the likes of Eder Militao, Luka Jovic, Eden Hazard. They're pursuing Barcelona, champions of La Liga. Surely at some point, they've got to make some sort of response. They've partnered with Roblox. That is what they've done in this transfer window. Real Madrid have signed everyone and your nan, and Barcelona have announced that XX_Roblox King _XX can use their players in that game now. But now, boys and girls, it's time for the FNG transfer roundup. First of all, we have news that young Portuguese wonderkid João Felix has signed for Atletico Madrid to become the 5th most expensive player of all time. A lot of you were asking where this news was last week when it happened. I already told you, this is the last place to hear the news. You should expect this by now. It's in the title screen. But we interrupt the news to bring you these short messages. Next week on the Matthijs de Ligt saga. He goes absolutely nowhere, like the last 14 episodes of the series. And finally, Aston Villa have made the permanent signing of Tyrone Mings. They accompanied the announcement with this video captioned, "There's a new boy in the Villa." This can only go badly, can't it? Just roll the clip.
He's obviously gorgeous. And like, you know, he's just manly, and I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. I want him to teach me how to
defend.
That's it. I've had enough. I was told I was meant to be covering hard-hitting news. I'm done. I can't be. This is hands down the best clip we've had in this entire series so far. Now though, it is time for Still 0-0, and if you're new to FTW and you're new to this series, this is the segment where we look specifically at the joys and wonders of Sunday League. First of all, we've got potentially the best throw-in you're ever gonna see, full of poise, elegance, ability. And secondly, Footy Accumulators tweeted that 8 years ago today, Bayern Munich paid £1.8 million to sign Tranmere Rovers teenager Dale Jennings, and then pointed out he now plays for a non-league side called Runcorn Town. A pretty standard failed wonderkid tweet, nothing more to see here. We would like to openly invite Footy Accumulators to any of our home games to see what proper family clubs are like at our level of the game, and to meet a cracking set of players, including Dale, who we take any day over overpaid prima donnas of the Premier League. I think it's fair to say the joke didn't go very well. It's like people want to be in this series. I don't think I've ever seen a more pointless free kick routine.
Oh my god, watch this. What the f—
You know what? No, that's it. That's it. I've seen the light. I've lost all hope in football. I'm hereby renaming this series. This is now Cricket This Week. Guinea star Naby Keita will miss the African Cup of Nations 2019 last 16 tie against Algeria. One of his relatives has been accused of performing witchcraft, which has left the player injured for several weeks. Man, games are so unrealistic these days. Why have I never seen that on FIFA 19 career mode? And finally, one story that's been taking up social media all week is that Daniel Sturridge's dog went missing from his apartment in Hollywood. The good news is it has been returned. The dog is back. Daniel Sturridge has been reunited with his pet. Interestingly, BBC reported that he'd allegedly been taken. Not gonna lie, don't think there's much alleged about it. I can't see the dog yamming himself through the window and exiting the premises on his own. But that is it for football this week, and I hope you have enjoyed. Apologies if it's been a bit of a quieter one. It's naturally gonna happen at times during the summer, especially now some of the tournaments are starting to end. If you did enjoy, slap a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It's at the official FNG on Twitter and on Insta. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.